So, one of the things that I'm passionate about in my mentoring and teaching is learning how to learn. So, to that end, I'm always searching out good books, and I belong to a lot of blogs, podcasts where people introduce me to new books, and then I order them. I order them through interlibrary loan. I live on an island in the Gulf Island in BC, so it's only 3,000 people, but we do have a library, and so we have interlibrary loans. Anyways, the book that I recently got is called A More Beautiful Question. And the premise of this book is that we don't ask enough questions, and we forget how to ask questions, and that questioning actually activates a different part of our brain than answering. And that also in this age of Google, we have so many answers, but a more beautiful question gets a more beautiful answer. So the whole premise of the book is there's a process of going from why, but when why, you actually are brainstorming with questions. So you ask 50 questions, not answers, but just questions. And it's quite an interesting experience when you do it. It's actually, your brain gets a bit tired because it causes you to think, to ask questions. And then you do what if scenarios. Well, first you question those questions. And then once you narrow that down to the important questions, you go to what ifs, and then you go to hows. And so that's one of the processes in there. One of the things that he teaches is that a 4-year-old asks about 360 questions a day. By the time a child is 6 or 7, they're down to a minimal amount of questions. So again, we lose that quality, that ability to question. He also interviews a lot of people like the founders of Google. Very interesting. The two people of Google went to a Montessori school, which was a very different type of education. And in almost all the leaders today, the key factor there is question everything. Steve Jobs, question everything, question everything. So just as another learning tool that I will be posting both on our dedicated network and on our Facebook page, learning tips, because learning how to learn is so vital. I will cover other things that I teach in my course and in my mentorship, but in the courses that I've taught over the years, I've taught these kind of modules on learning how to learn, and I've had university students whose letter grades went up 2 points, 2 levels, from like a C plus to a B or an A, through learning how to learn. And so it's something that I think is also very good for your health. Like apparently when King Arthur was bored or depressed, Merlin would say, okay, let's go learn something. So anyways, I hope this inspires you. A More Beautiful Question by Werner Berger. I will post it in the notes below. Enjoy your learning. And we are lifelong learners. I'm in my 7th decade, and I just completed a master's degree 4 years ago. And why stop learning? And I do believe there's some truth, not total truth, but there is some truth to use it or lose it. So use your brain and use your learning, but learn with your body too. It's not just our brain. We cognize with our whole body.